Yes, we have Councillor Math Campbell-Sturgess, and he represents English Scots for Yes. He's the founder of the movement. Can we have a big hand for Math Campbell-Sturgess, please?
Thank you very much. Is this one live, right? Conspiracy against English. Thank you very much for those of you who have still stuck around. I was going to say, it's been an interesting week. In just a few days, we've gone from now's not the time for distractions to crush the saboteurs. I think just to dispel any lingering doubts you might have about what the Daily Mail meant, I should tell you, we are the saboteurs. We're the ones the London tabloids are writing about ever more distasteful headlines. We're the ones the Tories are looking to crush. Why does that sound familiar? Rebellious Scots. Anyway, why? Because we want to sabotage their dream. Their dream is a single unified Britain. United under one government in London, a right-wing Tory Brexit government. We've already seen them building that dream for years, but that's not complete yet. They want more power. Their dream is the removal of any kind of meaningful opposition to their Brexit plans. That's why they called an election now, when the Labour Party in England are at their lowest possible ebb. They know if they go to the polls now, they can sweep away the ineffectual Corbyn and his hapless pals. That's their dream. A dream where the rich continue to get richer and the poor, who can't get any poorer, just don't matter. A dream where, set free from the shackles of European oversight, they're free to do anything they like to the poor voters of this country. To drag Scotland, Northern Ireland and Gibraltar out of Europe against our will, and to ignore the will of those in England and Wales who still feel European. To crank up the hate speech against immigrants and foreigners, free to drive their evil austerity agenda even faster and harder, heaping yet more misery on the disabled and disadvantaged. Friends, that's not a dream, that's a nightmare. And it's one we intend to wake up from here in Scotland. Since the dark, horrible days of September the 19th in 2014, we have marched and campaigned and rallied for our own dream of a progressive, independent Scotland that works with, not against, our neighbours in Europe. And we, the English Scots for Yes, we've been there with you. We've marched with you, we've campaigned with you, we've not just got the t-shirt, we made the damn t-shirt, available for sale at the back, at very reasonable price. Sorry. And we've watched aghast at what is happening down south. To many of you who've lived or worked in England, you'll feel the same sadness that we do. That's our native land, that's my home, my former home I should say, because I live in Scotland now obviously. And it's been torn apart by Tory greed, ripped down by right-wing ideologies that pit the poor against the poor, and its services sold off to the highest bidder for the lowest possible of reasons, profit. We still have hope. England may be destined for another Tory government, but Scotland isn't. We have the dream of independence, and we're going to make that dream a reality. We'll show the downtrodden and despairing in England that a better future is possible. We shall be a beacon of hope in a seemingly ever-darkening night. That bleakness, it seems to be growing even bleakier, if that's a word, as Labour offer nothing but platitudes and the Lib Dems irrelevances. Here we have something to choose. Here in Scotland we have our own government, a government that seems to be spending increasing amounts of their time and our money mitigating Tory policies in London. This must not continue. And friends, mark my words, this will not continue. With the Scottish Government's mandate for another independence referendum, we shall have another chance to change our destiny. Whether by Theresa May's will or not, there shall be another referendum. The SNP secured a mandate for that, to ask our Parliament for a second chance. And Parliament, with the help of our friends in the Green Movement, I think they're still over there, have said yes. Now, Theresa May is going to seek to delay and prevent our right to decide for ourselves the path of our own nation. It is clear to us now that this general election pits Scotland against the Tories, the will of the Tories against the will of the Scottish people. Scotland must unite as one to reject their toxic ideology. We must return not 54, not 56, but 59 MPs supporting independence down in Westminster. Sweep the field, turn that mandate into a stone, solid rock that can stand against Theresa May. And when that referendum comes, and I know you will all be with us there, knocking doors, phoning voters, talking to friends and relatives, and doing everything we can to win our independence, because this time it's for keeps. If we fail at this task, if Scotland were to do the unthinkable and vote for Tory MPs, or vote to stay part of the Union when the referendum comes, we know what will happen. May's lot are already talking about it. They're talking about repatriating powers from Holyrood to London. Slowly but surely, her iron hand is moving northwards, much like a predecessors of hers. They will rip the already toothless Scotland Act to shreds and turn Holyrood into a pointless talking shop. This is their plan. We can see it's already in operation. They impose cuts and vile policies like the disgusting rape clause, and then leave it up to Holyrood to decide what to sacrifice next and mitigate their plans. I say enough! In the long march of this great nation's history, there have been many defining moments, from battles waged with my homeland to wars fought overseas. Scotland has sent many of her sons and daughters out to distant shores, never to return, to build independent nations that have flourished away from London's ever-extending arm. In 2014, one of them defining moments happened. Something changed. We saw for ourselves that our future really could be in our hands. Many sought to scare and rubbish that, and sadly in 2014 they succeeded, albeit temporarily. Now that they say we've done that we've gone far enough, that we've had our vote, and that we should just go away and eat our cereal. No. To quote Charles Parnell, no one has the right to say to their country, "Thus far thou shalt go and no further," and nobody shall. With a strong Scottish government backed by the SNP and the Greens, and with a full raft of SNP MPs in London to fight our corner, I say to you again, there shall be another referendum, and this time